Something fishy going on with Jasper in the kitchen today.
Yeah, he's in our kitchen with one of his tasty recipes. What's up, Jasper?
Cioppino. Can you say that? And what it means, it's an old San Francisco treat? I don't know about that. It's an old San Francisco dish. It's from the Italian fishermen who went to the West Coast and actually started making this dish. There's also several versions in Italy and France. You know, you have bouillabaisse, but you also in Italy have the dish. It's a Ligurian dish, and it could come from the word ciappine, which means to chop. And that's what we're doing. We just chop some fresh parsley here, and then I have a lot of fresh garlic here. You can smell it in the studio right now. How about this? Heirloom garlic from my friends over at Gary Verhage's farm. So local garlic for this dish. Now I really like that. I have just a saute pan or a pot. You can do it in either one. I have some butter already in there and a little bit of olive oil. We add our garlic to this. This is all maybe, I would say maybe 8 or 10 minutes. You can do this whole dish in and then let it simmer for about another half an hour or so. Fresh shrimp and calamari. You know, the squid. We'll put that in there right now. We want the liquids in this, so go ahead. We add some scallops at this time. And then we have fresh clams in the shell. And the clams kind of help when we'll know the dish is really complete when the clams and the mussels open up. So we'll add our mussels and the juice in there also. And then we'll just let that cook down a little bit. Here's one already going right now on the stove. I have some clam and lobster broth. You don't have to have the lobster broth at home. You can even use chicken broth if you'd like. To this, I will add some fresh tomato sauce. Olive oil, garlic, tomatoes, a little bit of basil. You cook that down. You add some of this juice right here. And then we will just let this cook down a little bit. In the meantime, a little bit of oregano, of course, a little bit of red pepper, and lots of chopped parsley in that. We let that simmer. Go ahead, maybe another 8 or so minutes. In the meantime, I have the main one going right now. I want to add my white wine to it. That's going to give this a lot of flavor. And as this cooks down, it'll also blend in all the flavors. But what I like to do, and this is really where the Italian version comes in, I have something called pastina. And pastina is a little baby pasta. We all grew up on this as children in an Italian family. We add the pastina, and it starts swelling up as it cooks, maybe 6 or so minutes, and that gets nice and big. And then you may want to add anything else you like. I don't really like adding vegetables to this, but at the end you can have fresh red snapper. You can add some salmon, any type of whitefish you like. Cioppino, it's from the Ligurians. It's also from San Francisco, an old-style treat. Now, when you finish this dish, add some garlic toast. You put the garlic toast maybe even in the bowl, or you may want to just add it at the end to eat with. And I'll tell you what, you dip this in that juice. It is fantastic. Use what kind of shellfish you like. I use an assortment. But cioppino is an old-style dish, probably from the 1850s and so, and it's just great during the summertime. A lot of fishermen like to make this. A lot of people like to do this for a quick dish. You come home from work, you don't have much time, bam, you can go very quickly with this. 25 minutes, you have a complete meal on the table. San Francisco Italian cioppino. It's one of my favorite dishes on the menu at Jasper's. Make some shortcuts. Don't worry about it. If you have to use jarred sauce or some other seafood, that doesn't matter. It's all going to cook in about 10 minutes.
All right, it's good to know that we can take the shortcuts.
Oh, that's always possible. You know, a lot of people like to do that, and really, you get the same flavor.
All right.
Jasper, did you say jar sauce?
Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
not an advertisement. You don't want my jarred sauce.
I'm talking about ragu, right?
It's got a lot of flavor.
All right, thanks, buddy. Well, you can find the recipe on our website, NBCActionNews.com. Click on Foods. We'll be right back, everyone. Stay tuned.